Hi guys, this is going to be the tutorial that's going to show you how to make this stitch called the peacock feather. And to do this stitch, you can do this stitch with any size yarn and whatever hook size that yarn recommends. I'm using worsted weight yarn, which is 4 ply for the US, 10 ply for Australia, and I'm using a 5mm hook or a size H hook for the US. The multiples of this stitch is 6 plus 3. And what that means is that you're going to chain in multiples of 6, 6, 6, 6 until you've reached your desired width. Once you have, then you'll chain 3 more. Okay, I just did my multiples of 6 till I reached my desired width. Now I'm going to chain 3 more. And now I'm ready to begin row 1. For row 1, you want to start by double crocheting in the 4th chain from the hook. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, and in this 4th chain, put a double crochet. And now in the next stitch and in all your stitches down your chain, you want to put 1 double crochet in each stitch. So go ahead and do that, and I'll see you when you get to the end of your row. Okay. So for row 2, and go ahead and mark what time it is on the video right now, because this is where you'll start your repeats. You're going to be repeating rows 2 through 5. So for row 2, you want to start off by chaining 3, which will count as your first double crochet of the row. Now you want to put a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1 double crochet there, and 1 double crochet there. Now we're going to be starting our first peacock feather. I guess that's what they're calling it. Now you want to do a chain 7. Though it doesn't really look like a peacock feather. Does it look like a peacock feather? I don't know. 5, 6, 7. Looks cool either way. So you have your chain of 7. Now you want to skip over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one over, you want to put a double crochet. Then you want to work, you want to turn your work over, and you're going to be working on the actual chain 7. So you want to start by doing a half double crochet in the chain 7. So we're going to yarn over, go into the chain 7 space, pull up a loop. We'll do all 3 loops. Now we're going to be doing 10 double crochets worked on this chain 7 space. So go ahead and start on the chain itself. Start working your 10 double crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just finished my 10 double crochets, and here I am putting my last stitch, which is the half double crochet. And then pull up the loop a little bit, flip it around. And in this place here where we anchored it, we have our, let's get a little closer. If you look this way, you can look and see. This is the very last double crochet where we anchored down the last one. Well, we're going to be using the stitch of that one. So just put your hook in that, find your loop, and then just slip stitch it into the stitch. And then we're going to be working in our skipped stitches now, these 5 stitches that we just skipped, putting 1 double crochet in each one of those. So yarn over, find your first skipped stitch, put a double crochet. There should be 5 of them back here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then again, you're going to find that double crochet here. It's part of your feather, this double crochet. Find the top of it and slip stitch to anchor on this side as well. Now you've got your second. Now you want to continue this down your row. Again, you're going to start right away and chaining 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're going to skip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one over, you're going to put your double crochet. And then now this is where you flip over. Now you do half double crochet, 10 double crochets, half double crochets, and then you'll anchor it, turn your work around and anchor it, and then fill in your 5 double crochets back here again, and then anchor it. So just keep on down your row, and I'll show you how to end this row. Row 1. Sorry, this is row 2. Okay, I just slip stitched to anchor my last peacock feather, and now you want to put 1 double crochet in the last 3 stitches. And I have a chain there on the end. I'm not going to put anything in it. Just in the last 3 double crochets of the row, put 1 double crochet, and then that will end row 2. Okay, for row 3, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to turn. Now we're going to be working a row of double crochets all the way to the end. And here on the end you can see this is your very last stitches of the row. You've got 2 double crochets and then the chain. And you will be putting a double crochet in the chain here, because you want it to be 3 double crochets on this side and 3 double crochets on this side. So our first chain 3 does not count. You're gonna, actually it does count, yeah. The chain 3 at the beginning will count as your first stitch, so you're going to skip this very first stitch and go into the second stitch of the row and put a double crochet, and then put a double crochet in the next one as well, and that will give us our 3 stitches in the beginning. Now each one of these were a total of 6 stitches, so if it helps you to be able to find all the stitches, you can count each stitch. So I'm going to count, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are my 5 inner ones, and then the 6th one will be here on the end. So it may just help to find, since this very next one is a double crochet that we anchored. So I want to make sure we go into this one first. So that'll be 1. Then we have our 5 double crochets in the middle here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So get the first double crochet that you anchored and make sure you get those 5 on the end. And then we're going to have this stitch in between. Helps to find the double crochet here in the middle in between these two, because they're both anchored on the same one. So try to lift them out of the way, find that stitch. You can follow it up, the double crochet, to find the stitch on top and put a double crochet there. Now you want to find your 5 double crochets that run along the back where we skipped them, and then we put them after we made our feather. That's 2, it's 3, it's 4, and it's 5. Those are the 5, yeah, those were the 5 skip stitches before. Then we came back and we did the double crochet. There should be 5 stitches in between. Now we've done our 5. Again, move your 2 feathers out of the way. You can find this double crochet they're both connected to. You can follow it up to find the stitch and put as close as you can. I know it won't be easy to see, but somewhere on the top of that connected double crochet here where they're anchored into, put a double crochet in that. And then once you have, then you can just move on over to find these 5 double crochets. And you just want to continue that all the way down your row, and at the very end you'll put a double crochet in the top of the chain 3, and then these other 2 as well. Okay, just put my 5 double crochets behind my feather here, and then now in these last 3 stitches here, 1, 2, and my third will be on the top of my chain. And that will end row 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, for row 4, you want to start off by chaining 10, because we're going to start our peacock feather right at the beginning. And remember, we had to chain 7. So 7 plus the 3 that we're going to need for our anchor. So for a total, the chains will be 10, which will be our double crochet. So 1, 2, 3 for a double crochet, and then 7 more for these, for a total of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to turn, do like we did before. This first stitch here with the chain coming out of it, is the chain will count as that double crochet because we did the chain 3 for that. So we're going to start counting the second double crochet over and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the 5 skip stitches that we usually have. Then 6. 6 is where we'll anchor, just like we did the previous row. So now you want to turn, and working in the chain, we're going to be doing our first half double crochet, and then you'll work your 10 double crochets as normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then you'll work your half double crochet. Then you want to count from the bottom if you can. Count 1, 2, 3. This third chain up is going to be our double crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and release my loop, put in my 1, 2, 3 into this. Oh, I need to flip it around first. 1, 2, 3, find the third up. Get my loop again and pull it through to anchor it down. And now we're just like we were before. Now we're going to be working in our 5 skipped double crochets here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to bring that up again and anchor it in the top of the double crochet to anchor the feather down. And now right away we're going to start like we did before with our other feathers. We're going to count chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to move on over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are 5 skip stitches. So in the 6th one here, put our double crochet. Then turn. Now you're going to work your half double crochet. Then work your 10 double crochets, then half double crochet. Did I put a half double crochet at the end of the last one? Can't remember. Anyway, 10 double crochets, then your half double crochet on this side, and then flip your work over again, anchor it, and then you'll be working your 5 double crochets along the, just like we did before. And go ahead and take it all the way to the end, and then we're also going to do a peacock stitch right here on the end, but I'm going to come back to this point and then I'll do the last one with you. Okay, I just did my last one on this side. You're supposed to have 6 stitches on the end, so maybe I should have put this, worked an extra stitch there on the end before, but I'm looking on my sides, and the ones that on this side, closest to the side, is still good. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I put it in the 6th. Okay. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you count the chain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put an extra one there in my chain space. So I'm going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go ahead and in the very last chain space here, I'm going to put a double crochet. Then turn. I'm going to work my half double crochet and then work my 10 double crochets onto my chain 7. Got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then do my half double crochet, release my loop, turn it back around, put it in my double crochet here, grab my loop, pull it through. Then I'm going to start my 5 double crochets back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put my 5th one here also in the chain space at the end. Then I'm going to find that first double crochet and I'm going to anchor it there to end the row. After this correction that I did just here, it's going to even out my numbers either way. After this second row of peacock feathers, it's already set. Now your stitches are set. So now it's just going to be row 5, which is going to be chaining of 3, which will count as your first double crochet. Then you're going to find these 5 floating double crochets here that's behind and start putting 1 double crochet in each one of those 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Once you have your 5, look between your 2 feathers here to find that double crochet, follow it up so you can find the stitch and put your double crochet there. And then now you want to work on your next 5 double crochets that are behind your feathers here. So continue that down your row and I'll see you at the end of the row. Okay, I just worked my 5 double crochets that were behind my feather here, and then I have a the double crochet here on the very end, the chain 3 I believe, and you just put your final double crochet in the chain or in the chain space, either one, just find a place. I think I want to do it in the chain space itself. Put my last one in it. And then let me back up just a little bit. You can see it's looking quite nice. Now you're going to be repeating from row 2, and you're going to be repeating rows 2 through 5. And remember, row 2 is just chaining 3, turn. You're going to double crochet. This one here is the chain 3, so that counts as the first stitch. So you're going to put a double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then you're going to start your chain of 7. We're going to start it a little bit over. See, this one started with 3 over, and then the next time you do it, it's all the way to the very end. But now with the repeat of the repeat starting with row 2, now you're going to start from 3 over just like we did here. And now you're going to do your chain of 7, skip 5, double crochet in the 6th stitch, and then continue your peacock. I keep wanting to say peacock. Your peacock feather all the way down your row. So that's it, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Sorry if it sounds like I'm a bit down or all over the place. This is not from a chart or a pattern. This is from tutorial. This is from translating. And I hate to do tutorials like that because I like A to B to C. You know, I'd have it all mapped out for you, and I didn't because there just isn't a clear pattern for this. But hopefully I got a clear pattern out on video now for you to be able to follow. So if this is the first time watching me, please don't count the way I do my videos on this one alone. Give me a chance. Watch other videos. As you can see, these do kind of come up. I think after a lot of, wear and worn, if you want to make a purse or something or an Afghan, just know that they will be like 3D. They will come up, move around. They're not going to lay perfectly flat all the time. So they do have some weight. This is also a huge yarn eater. So whatever you use this from, just know you're going to be using double the amount of yarn because most of it's hanging down like this. So that's it, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. If you like this tutorial, please don't forget to like and share and comment. It helps me out so much. Also on my main YouTube page, I have a little bell button. You can click that to always be notified whenever I release a new video. Also, I have a group on Facebook called Crochet for the Masses, where we share our projects that we've made from mine or from anywhere. Please go take a look at it. You can find all the links down below this video. Oh, and if you're wondering what hook I'm using, this is a wooden furls hook, but they also have another wooden hook called the Streamline, which seems to be a little bit longer. And I bought them both with the extended hook. So I have a longer end than probably normally comes with it. So make sure that you tell them if you're going to order one that you want one with the extended hook. So that's it. You can find all the links down below. Thank you so much for watching.